Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll go through what's in the bona we ajụjụ bona ajụ si na enwere ihe bụ ajọchi mmadụ na-abịa ụwa ọ bụrụ na ụwa ahụ bịa na ọ bụ ajọchi wee bịa ajụkwasị enwere ya bụ ha bịa ụwa ọ bụ na ha bụ ezi chi wee bịa ụwa. Now, in English, our people, the Igbo people, we have this question, or we ask this question: are there people that came into this world with a bad chi? And are there people that came into this world with a good chi? And the answer is yes. Chi, to Igbo, is this cosmological entity that comes from the creator, an aspect of the creator. Chineke, chi kele mmadụ, chi kele akara aka mmadụ, chi na-edu mmadụ, chi na-echere m. Different connotations of what the chi is. But in simple language, or for simple understanding, just look at this concept of the chi as an aspect of the creator that creates. Now, what the chi does for us is that the chi acts as an intermediary between us and divine cosmological forces. The chi acts as an intermediary between us, our needs, our wants, and the creator's design. Our ancestors believed that as human beings, that our reality, it is too complex to understand the magnitude of this chi. So instead of us understanding and coming close or having this relationship with this chi, our ancestors created different aspects of creation that aided them in the understanding of the creator within our immediate environment. Now we have different kinds of Ogwalose, Ogumo, and all those things. This is because our ancestors saw them as intermediaries. They pick our supplications and take those supplications to the creator for understanding, assessment, and manifestation. So this is why the chi exists. Even these deities, our ancestors also believe that deities also have their own chi. Now, the same function that our chi performs for us, it is the same functions that the chi of deities also perform for them. So why is it that this entity that has the sole purpose of picking up our supplications and taking it on to the creator, why is it that it is tainted when it manifests as ajochi? There are so many reasons why a chi can manifest as an ajochi. The first reason is karmic debt. Whatever thing that you did that is wrong in your previous reincarnation, it is going to follow you because you have an attached karma, an attached debt to pay. And if you don't pay that debt, that debt keeps on following you to the next reincarnation until you pay that debt. Now, the Igbo understanding of reincarnation is because we believe that reincarnation exists for this purpose, for us to be able to live life, experience life, and grow our consciousness. And each consciousness has to be free of debt. Death could come as a result of injustice. Death could come as a result of wickedness. Death could result as a result of something that you just, maybe a taboo that you committed, something that you did that does not align with the principles, with the communal principles, with the moral principles of your chi, with the moral principles that exist us as human beings, that keeps us in check. So the moment you stray, the moment you do something you're not supposed to do, it clocks in as a debt. If in the reincarnation, or as at the time that you committed that taboo, that you atoned for it, you solved that problem, you settled those debts, karmic debt will not be attached to you. But the moment you forget or you leave out that reincarnation without atoning, then in your next reincarnation, it becomes a debt or where what happened. And the reason for you to pay up that is for you to do what is to restitute. And when you restitute, you become you become in tuned with your consciousness. Your consciousness have grown to the extent that it can now move on and probably become what we regard as Ndijie. So you see the reason why. Now, karmic debt. What can karmic debt do to you? Because you know that the moment that we reincarnate, the moment they give birth to us, we forget everything about that previous reincarnation. They will tell you that the mind of a child is an empty slate, tabula rasa. It is empty. There is nothing there. Now, life and experiences begin to fill it up. Life and experiences begin to fill it up. And when it begins to fill up, this is when it now becomes structured, or becomes, how would I put it now? It now forms personality, it now forms character, it now forms perception that this individual would hold and live on those principles until the person dies. So for a person to remember this karmic debt, the Igbo institution understood this is where the karma now comes into play. Now, things like consistent failure despite your own human efforts, which they are right here. When a person works exceptionally hard, but their efforts yields no positive results, it is believed that their chi is holding back despite their own best efforts. Now, persistent misfortune. When bad luck, illness, disaster repeatedly befalls a person or an individual, consuming their achievements in life, it is interpretation or a manifestation that there is a karmic debt attached to it, to the person. It could be destiny alignment. So, what I'm trying to say here is that there are circumstances, problems, misfortunes that you're going to encounter in life. It would lead you into questioning what is happening or what is going on in my life. This is where you pass through the Igbo traditional system of Igbo Afa. Igbo Afa now helps to settle or to answer the question of the reason why you are passing through these misfortunes of life is because of what? The karmic debt, which it now calls for what? Restitution. Through ritual processes and other stipulated systems, this is where the issue or the karmic debt would be resolved. Now, we now look at this karmic debt as ajochi. Oh, onya bukwa ajochi. Onya wakwere ihe o metere chi eji wee gbahapụ. Onya wakwere, it's interpreted as an ajochi phenomena. And this is because there is a debt attached to the person, a debt that needs to be settled for there to be total reconciliation and alignment. And when that happens, Ajochi sheds and transforms into Esichi. This is where things now begins to work well for the person. Otinya kana business naga wherever his mate goes in, because before ebendi be baro it will just scatter or he will start having issues. So this is where this person's karma, this person's life begins to turn around, because Ajochi Emegogini Aburugo Ezigbo Chi. There is forgiveness, there is atonement, there is restitution, and then what's left is glory and the manifestation of destiny. So this is what I have for you today. And if you have more questions about Ajochi and Ezichi, do also leave your comments below, and you could check out my book on Chinezumezu and Ihedenibo. And also we have this group, these designs, these t-shirts. that are inspired from different Igbo proverbs. So if you love them, you can shop on my YouTube shop. And if you live in Nigeria, you can just send me a message on WhatsApp. And until next time, yeah, guys, yeah.